consider subscribing.
Abdullah from the US.
I had a question. It's regarding public schools.
Yes, sir.
I keep away from many students fearing evil or fitna, as the boys are into bad practices and so are the girls. If they come to me, I show character to the best of my ability, and Allah knows best, or slightly and respectfully move away from them. And many times when I try and speak with them, they add haram or corrupt stuff into their jokes and conversations. And when it comes to Muslims, particularly the youth, I show them kindness and I try and bring them to an extent to Islam and being more practicing. So my question was, how should I act in general with them, the Muslims and non-Muslims? And does stuff like fist bumping or handshaking represent association with them?
Okay, first of all, Abdullah, may Allah make it easy for you, akhi. Wallahi, it's difficult to live in a kafir country, let alone go to public schools and mix with all sources of fitna. It is difficult. And only those whom Allah make them steadfast will remain steadfast. Those whom Allah Azza wa Jal does not care about and does not make them steadfast will go astray in a heartbeat. Secondly, what you're doing is, generally speaking, correct. A Muslim in a public school where it's all mixed and where everything is almost haram. So people speak about profanity, use vulgar language. All what they speak about is drugs, sex, violence, music, movies, all haram things, because this is where they live. If you live in clean water, it's different when you live in a swamp or in the sewers. The outcome is different. So when you mix with such people all the time, all what you hear is swear words, the F words, the S words, the N words, whatever word you just say, the M words, the W word, whatever, you just put a letter and put a word after that. You have gays, you have people with weird ideas, you have different cultures, and they would not rest until they drag you to their swamps, intentionally or unintentionally. Our master, Sayyidina, the third caliph, Uthman ibn Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, said a statement 1400 years ago that still resonates, still date. An adulteress would not rest. An adulteress would wish that all women commit adultery. This is a little bit harsh. No, it's not. Someone who is indulging in sin looks at everyone else as purer than him, better than him. Why isn't he doing the heinous things I'm doing? So he does not feel at peace until he drags you down to his gutters and to his sewer. The same environment. And this is what happens. If someone smokes and you don't, he would be happy and more than happy to teach you how to smoke. If you don't vape and you pick up vaping, you're the man, and so on. So this is what is happening in such schools. What to do? You have no other alternative. Unfortunately, maybe your parents can't afford it. Maybe you don't have Islamic schools. And inevitably, you're the breadwinner. You have to study and go to college and get a degree and work because you live in such a kafir country. So the best thing to do is to become a Muslim, a practicing Muslim, knowing your limits, knowing what's halal and haram, never bending the rules, let alone breaking them, trying your level best to present yourself as a Muslim who is moderate, according to the Quran and the Sunnah. So you avoid mixing with them, because 95%, if not 100, of their conversations would be haram. And they would like to drag you into such haram. And shaitan is lurking in the back of your head, anticipating the right moment to tell you, see, I told you, go to the movies, go to watch that filth. You would have at least had an idea what they're speaking about. Why not watch a trailer? Why not read a preview? This is what shaitan is trying to pull your legs little by little. So try to avoid them. If you have a workshop, if you are in a study circle and you have to be with them, limit your conversation with them to what is beneficial and related to the topic. Fist bumping or shaking hands with the opposite gender is totally out of the question. This is totally prohibited. You can't even be within the vicinity or close by to such females, let alone be in contact. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, it is better for a man to be stabbed in his head with a needle made of steel rather than to touch a woman that is not permissible for him. That's the gravity of shaking hands, which everybody thinks it's normal and no problem with it. And whenever they swear, whenever they curse, whenever they say bad jokes, don't smile, don't act civil and it's okay. No, you just simply try to move away from such places, but inevitably it's all around you. Everybody's using such language and you can't run away from it. So try to protect your heart, your ears, your sights from seeing what is haram, and make prayers and dua to Allah to keep you steadfast on the straight path. Ya Allah, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect our brothers and sisters living in such environments and to keep them steadfast and to guide them to whatever pleases Him. Ameen.